got the skill. Heroes for Hire's the name. Comic joy's our only aim. Weekly mail call can't be beat. Comic reviews extra sweet. Tune in, folks, and don't be late. Interviews that sure are great. From Kentucky's rolling hills we stream. Matt delivers every fan's dream. Claim your favorites, join the quest. Heroes for Hire are the best. Superheroes, villains too. Every issue something new. Golden age or modern finds. Entertaining minds of all kinds. Comic book sales you can claim. Join the club, win comic fame. Hear the stories, catch the vibe. Heroes for Hire feels alive. From Kentucky.
Oh, hello. Welcome back, true believers, to the Heroes for Hire Comic Club channel. Bring a little Dark Knight Returns again. Frank Miller is one of the greatest of all time. If you got a problem with that, then you probably shouldn't be watching my channel, but, whatever. All right. Without any further ado, I'll bring on my guest. We might have another guest stopping by soon. But you know him. He's one of my co-hosts for this show. It's WVogs18, my friend Will.
No, get it right. I'm Elmo.
Elmo. Okay, but don't
I
tickle him.
love that meme.
All right.
The fire meme is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, he's like, ah. I like it so much that I may just show it again here. We got it? Yeah, here we go. Soak all in all its glory. Here you go. All right. You got anybody in the chat yet? Nope. Well, a few announcements before we start. And I'll announce them at the end of the show again. I don't know. We'll have to be on the lookout for my next claim sale, which will be soon. And look for this, the inaugural episode of Matt and Joe's Bad Cinema. We got to get together and record that show. But we'll do it very, very soon. Just keep on the lookout for that. And, of course, I have another, where's it at? Oh, yeah. Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Comic Conversations, episode lucky number 13. My guest will be Kingdom of Nerds. So, be sure to stay tuned for that. And, of course, this show's on Sundays, like at 6 p.m., like we're doing now. And also, as always, on 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays, the Comic Lounge Community Hangout. So, feel free to stop by that. We got a comment in the chat. What's up, KVDM? In the house.
Thanks for joining us. Double duty today, man.
Us again. Yeah, he's the second one he's been on today. And I guess I don't have a preview page for the oh, well, I had a lot to do today. So I guess I did not get the new Comic Book Day banner up. So, we'll just hold on. Let me get had to
No
bring
worries,
my
dude.
page up here. I always screw something up. All right. Today, hopefully that's the only glitch we have. We had the internet go out 15 minutes before the show started, so that was fun. Real intense. It's been a real intense day today. He had some fire. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I try to get some fire in there. I had a good deal. Shout out to Bub's World for hooking me up with those comics that everybody saw today. I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. I'm going to try to throw a free comic in everybody's stack that was on there today. So appreciate just for a buyer's appreciation. Anyway,
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and start with the new Comic Book Day previews for this coming Wednesday.
Let's do it.
Might as well do it to it, as they say. There we go. Sharing it out. And here we go. There we go. All right. Seeing everything. Whereas my computer already died. Okay.
I don't see anything yet.
It looks like there will be no show today.
What?
I'm not. It kicked me out of this. It kicked me out of my own stream. I can't get it to work.
Glenn's
I can't
here.
see
Maybe
anything. I
Glenn
can't
could
do
bring it up.
anything.
Okay.
The show may be canceled. I'm not. It's saying it kicked me out of the studio, but you can still hear me. I don't understand that.
I can still hear you. I don't know.
All right. I'm having internet trouble. This show may be over before it starts. I'm in another stream for some reason.
Nope, it just popped up.
I don't know what's completely lost at this point. Anybody, or is it? I don't know what's going on.
I saw it.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Well, it's not wanting to. It's not agreeing with me. Is all I'm going to say. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Should we do it with?
All right, let's try it one more time. If it don't work, what?
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, why don't you let
I'm just trying to figure it out.
bring up the stuff and then you just
It was. I don't know. It was doing something weird. Here we go.
Yeah, you want Glenn to bring up this stuff? Oh, there we go.
Start.
No, I think it's fine now. All right, we're going to start out with Batman, issue 157, $4.99 cover price, DC Comics. A few variants for that one. We don't go over that. We don't do the variants on here. I do the variants in a different section. I think the new Hush starts, next issue. And
Yeah.
I got people yelling through the hallway, distracting me, so it's kind of throwing me off.
No worries.
Batman 157, Hush Part 2. I don't have much hope for that because sequels. I mean, everybody remember Civil War Part 2? Didn't go over too well, did it? All right. Absolute Superman, issue 4. I thought it was on issue 5. Okay. Absolute Superman, issue 4. I'm not picking this up anymore, but I am picking up the Ultimates. This is Ultimates number 9. It's really actually starting to pick up. The first 4 issues kind of dragged along, but I'm liking it. Wolverine 6. I have got the first 5 issues. It's all right, but it's no Wolverine Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? Another one that I do like is the Avengers. This is Avengers 23. Jed McKay. Black Cat's been in it, and she acted like she was going to join the Avengers, but she just did it to steal something, of course. That's all Felicia Hardy knows how to do. Then we got Poison Ivy, issue 30. Batgirl, issue 4. That is, of course, the Cassandra Cain Batgirl. I think I want to say it's a miniseries. Birds of Prey, issue 18. The Spectacular Spider-Men, number 12. That's where you got Miles and Spider-Man, Peter Parker teaming up. We got JSA number 4. Jeff Lemire is working on that one. Phoenix, issue 8. I read the first one. It was kind of like, I don't know. Shazam, issue 20. We got a Mark Spears cover A here, it looks like. At least it looks like Mark Spears. Gunslinger Spawn, issue 40. And of course, as Todd, as far as always is, his books are still $2.99. I really don't have a way of words today. I've already did a 2-hour claim sale, so I'm about to lose my voice, I think. Scarlet Witch, issue 9. Two-Face, issue 3. I believe that's a mini-series. We have Batman Offworld, number 6. Walking Dead Deluxe 106. Of course, those are the color reprints. The Sacrificer, issue 14 from Image Comics. Justice League, The Atom Project, number 2 from DC Comics. Trim, issue 21 from Boom Studios. Next up, Rockefellers, issue 3. It's an interesting take. I kind of quit after issue 2. I kind of liked that where it was going, but I've got so many books on my pull list that, I had to slow down. And we have from IDW Publishing, Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 76. And Star Wars Legacy from Marvel Comics, Star Wars Legacy, Vader, number 1. Also from Marvel Comics, Namor, issue 7. We have Marvel Comics, Spirits of Vengeance, number 6. We got from Image Comics, Snot Girl, number 18. Well, if that's her name, she can stay away from me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Saturday Morning Adventures, issue 21. And now this is an interesting one. This is the first issue came out last month. This is, of course, part of that new ECW reboot from Oni Press. This is Cruel Kingdom, issue 2. And from Image Comics, we have Kaya, issue 25. I'm not familiar with this one, but it's called Power Man Timeless, number 1. Let me kind of switch back. I hear somebody came in, I think. There he is. We got Kevin in here. All right. Okay, everybody can see me now. Good. Let's get back to the list. Hey, I had a little touch and go there for a minute. Of course, this is, I guess, Luke Cage looks like old man Luke Cage. So we got this one just keeps coming, and it seems like the cover is the same cover every damn time. Batman Wayne Family Adventures 150. We have the Exorcism at 1600 p.m. Number 3 from IDW, and I guess that's an Exorcism at Pennsylvania Avenue, which is the address of the White House, which probably needs an exorcism right now. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Issue 132. We have from Massive Publishing, I Lie Popeye number 4. From DC Comics, we have Little Batman Month 1, issue 4. Next up, we have by Boom Studios, When I Lay My Vengeance Upon Thee, number 2. You think that has Samuel L. Jackson in it? I wonder. I don't know. All right.
That would be
from
fun.
BLZ, they never had a preview for the cover. I think maybe because the cover is too wild to even be shown. Chainsaw Man, issue 192. From VIZ Media, we have One Piece, issue 1138. And we also coming out this week, Batman The Long Halloween, number 1, facsimile edition. Image Comics presents Juvenile, number 3. Next up, we have from Dark Horse, Frankenstein, New World, The Sea Forever, number 1. From Vault Comics, we have Godfather of Hell, issue 2. From Dark Horse Comics, Living Hell this week, right? From Rebellion Comics, 2000 AD, issue 2418. Wow. From Dynamite Comics, Green Hornet and Miss Fury, issue 2. A lot of these I'm not familiar with, but Boom Studios, Bond Spaces, number 1. From Ablaze, Torpedo 1972, issue 5. From IDW, Star Trek, section 31, issue 1. We have a second print from Marvel Comics, Ultimate Universe 1 Year In, number 1. From Mad Cave Studios, we have Missing on the Moon, issue 2. This is a cool one. We'll get into this later because there's a variant for this. Savage Tales 2025 special number 1. I may pick this one up, and I think we'll kind of elaborate this one for a minute because look at some of these variants.
Yeah, I like the second
Cover B,
one with
Lorenz. Yeah. And we got a Joseph Michael Lenzer. Those will be coming up again later.
I like the
in our
Lenzer
conversation
with the
right after this segment. Yeah. From Mad Cave Studios, we have Gotcha Man, Only One Earth, number 1. From Warrant Publishing, we have Shutter Magazine, issue number 21. We have a foil, I guess this is a foil facsimile of that Long Halloween number 1. It's already been on the list once. We have a second printing of All New Venom number 1. We have Robot Todd number 1 from Floating World Comics. Parliament of Rooks issue 3 from Ablaze. From VLZ or VIZ, Sakamoto Days 199. From Zenoscope, Terror and Fury, Rise of the Night number 2. And you know what? Then we got, okay, I'm going to skip some of those. We have a third printing of 1 from the Gail Simone run that just came out. Second printing of Amazing Spider-Man 62. All new Venom number 1. Second printing 1 in 25. Humberto Ramos wraparound Virgin variant. I'm going to be seeing him in March. Hopefully, I'm going to go get some stuff signed. And we got some second printing of Laura Kinney Wolverine issue 1. Leslie Lyrics variant. Ultimate Wolverine Big Time Collectibles MegaCon 2025 Miko Suyan variant. Last Gasp, we have Cherry issue 24. That's a $10 book, probably because it's a dirty book. Second printing of 1 in 25 sketch variant of J. Scott Cabell's Laura Kinney Wolverine number 1. And I guess the Virgin variant for the Big Time Collectibles MegaCon 2025 Miko Suyan Color Splash Virgin variant. Say that 5 times real fast. All right. I think we got through them. Let's see the chat. I kind of left the chat for dead. Cruel Kingdom is cool. Yeah, I agree. I haven't read it, that one, but I have read Cruel Universe. I like. Yeah, they're very cool. So next up, little segment we started a couple of weeks ago. If I can get it to bring it up here. And of course, this is Matt's variant covers of the week. And the first variant cover of the week is this one from Birds of Prey.
Yes,
Got
gorgeous.
a very nice looking black canary. Evening Lock, how are you doing?
Look.
I think that's a good cover. I like it. Of course, you know I'm a little biased. I always show a lot of the ladies on here when we're doing these my picks of the week.
You gonna get that one?
Poison Ivy, I may get it. I don't know. The Jenny Prison variant for Poison Ivy. No, gorgeous. I can't afford to get everything just because it's got a hot-looking woman on it. But I will show you one I'm getting here in a minute. This is the Mark Spears variant for the Shazam issue that came out. It's coming out this week. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but you always see a Mark Spears somewhere in my list. I will be getting this one probably, even though it wasn't even on my radar. Hold on, let's check the comments. Okay. It wasn't on my radar until I was looking up my picks for variants of the week. Savage Tales, number 1. Yep. You got Vampirella and I guess Red Sonja, and I don't know the other girl's name.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know, but it's a cool cover.
Yep.
Next up, we have this is Star Wars Legacy Darth Vader.
That one's cover cool. Is that one's cool because it's Mustafar, and in the background, if you follow, I'm a Star Wars nerd. Call me a Star Wars nerd. In the back, the thing that looks like a tower, that's Darth Vader's castle on Mustafar.
Ah, it's yes, cool. Yeah.
So it's a castle on Mustafar.
Is very
it's
cool.
Pretty cool. Oh,
it is a very cool cover.
I'm leaning towards
Scarlet Witch.
It, actually. Oh yeah,
Scarlet Witch
I love that.
That one's cool. She's saw Felicia cracking the safe, I guess.
Shit.
Red Sonja, Akira variant homage. They've homaged us to death here this year, or last year too. And the next one, Captain America: Brave New World. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if are any of you going to pick any of those up. I don't know. If you do, let me know.
No, probably not. But that's a cool cover.
I just thought it was kind of spiffy, and I'm a Captain America fan, so you know.
Why not? I may go to New Comic Book Day. I don't work that day. I did pick
Mr.
up
Mine
some
and
new
Captain
books.
Marvel. Great Legend said, Mr. Mine and Captain Marvel got to get it. Of course, I have both the Worm and Shazam Captain Marvel first appearances, and he showed us the first appearance of Captain Marvel on our interview.
Yeah.
Yes, please don't forget to like this video. Greetings to you, Psychotronic Squirt Gun.
Aaron.
Aaron, amen. All right. Here we go. Now.
Hey, Santa.
I saw a puppet. Am I imagining?
We had a Santa Claus sighting. Next up on the show, we're going to do the trending 20 comics of the week.
If
Bear
you
with
want
me
to
while
give
I
your
bring
voice a break,
this up
Matt, I
because
can read some.
I'm good right now. I'm getting my second win, so I just got to get this brought up. So this is the trending 20 comics of the week, as per the Key Collector app, of course. All right. Let's share the screen. Well, good Lord. There we go. Let's I'll bring up the Key Collector app on my computer. All right. We're cooking with Crisco now. Dark Pages, number 1 from 2023. A family moves from the city to upstate New York, but rural life is shattered after the discovery of a dungeon underneath their land and the mystery of who is responsible for the torture devices. Spooky Pictures, Late Night with the Devil, a good movie, by the way. An IDW Entertainment adaptation of a Scott Snyder's Dark Spaces dungeon for a feature film. And there's been a 940% increase in copies sold this week.
What is that, like lit RPG?
I don't know.
Did it mention that?
We got
Sounds like it.
but you can probably find that at a dollar bin. I don't know what, there's been a 940% increase in copies. Okay. From Hell, number 1 from Mad Love, 1991. You can get this in a high grade for about $15. The title is taken from the first words of the From Hell letter, which some authorities believe was an authentic message sent from Jack the Ripper in 1888. This book was written by Alan Moore, and there's been a 467% increase in copies sold this week. After an inside source revealed to Key Collector Comics that a live-action reboot was in the works. They did do one.
They already did the movie once.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp,
great.
and the Hughes brothers directed it. Yeah,
it was excellent. They got to remake good stuff. Okay.
They got to remake everything these days. You know that. I mean, they don't have to, but they're going to, right?
They ain't created enough to come up with something new, so they got to just keep remaking all the best stuff and ruining it.
All right, next up, Venom, issue 237. Venom 37 from 2024. This is a variant cover art by Dave Wachter. A 325% increase in copies sold this week. Doesn't say why. High grade copies going for about $15. I guess because it's Godzilla as Venom.
Yeah. Why would that not be hot?
That was part of the Godzilla thing they did across the whole Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a whole Godzilla versus now. Now it's coming out with Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, versus Spider-Man, and versus X-Men. So,
yep.
Captain America issue 25 from 2014. First appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. And I think we know why there's an increase in copies sold. The fourth Captain America film is approaching. It will be here soon. A lot of reshoots, a lot of people bitching about that, but let me break something to everybody that wants to complain about reshoots. Every movie that's made nowadays has reshoots. So I don't know if that's just going to like a throwaway to say it's not going to be any good, because I think it might be. I blocked all the trailers, but there's been a 300% increase in copies sold. You can pick up a high grade copy for $15, but if you ask Glenn will tell you might be able to get it for cheaper than that on Whatnot, because you never know. Next up, we have Captain Planet and the Planeteers, issue 1 from 1991. First appearance of Captain Planet and the Planeteers in comic books. There's been a 267% increase in copies sold this week, because Dynamite is publishing a Captain Planet comic, and Mark Spears is going to be doing some of the covers for that, actually. So if you're on the Mark Spears train, there you go. All right, let's get on to it. I was just checking the chat. You have to kind of switch back and forth, you know. Next up, I have this issue. Uncanny X-Men 244 from 1989. I think I have this one. It's the first. No, I might not have this one. First appearance. It looked familiar. First appearance of Jubilee. I may have the first appearance of Jubilee. I don't know, and I'll have to check after the show. First appearance of Jubilee. Kind of a big one to miss, though. Chinese American teenager with the ability to emit fireworks with her fingers. You know, I've always wondered what purpose does that serve? I don't know. That she can actually, I don't know, unless she's shooting M80s out of her fingers. All right, increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week based on rumors that Jubilee will be featured in the X-Men reboot. Next up, Uncanny X-Men issue 58 from 1969. First appearance of Havoc in his costume. 250% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week. And that's a pretty big book. In high grade, it's about a $1,200 book. Moving along, it's also kind of a mid-good book. I mean, it's expensive. Well, $100 is expensive for me. So, Iron Man issue 282 from Marvel. First cover appearance of War Machine armor worn by Tony Stark. There's a misconception cited by many as the first appearance of War Machine, because War Machine is splashed across the Iron Man title in reference to the armor's incredible armaments. But the name is not official. The armor piloted by Tony Stark in this issue, not by James Rhodes, actually debuts in the previous issue of Iron Man 281. In Iron Man 284, James Rhodes suits up in the War Machine armor, but does as Iron Man, and does not officially assume the War Machine code name until West Coast Avengers issue 94, though he is referred to as War Machine in X-Force.
How many you got to have a War Machine origin?
Jesus Christ. I mean, that right there, the whole thing, they're kind of splitting hairs, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, next up.
and it's yeah, but show why they're claiming it's worthwhile.
Oh, copy sold this week versus free. It doesn't say why it's worthwhile. It just says blah 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 blah.
It shouldn't be, because the War Machine miniseries got canceled. It's gone.
Okay, I guess somebody just likes Iron Man out there. You know what I mean? Probably just somebody bought some this week and it hit the list. That's usually what happens. Black Panther issue 1 from 1977. This is, of course, his first ongoing solo title. First team appearance of the Collectors, Abner Little and Princess Zonda. 213% increase in copies sold this week. You can get a high grade for about 150. Next up, this book has been on here a lot in the last 2 years. It's back again. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, issue 1. First appearance of Oroku Harado, the grandson of the Shredder. First appearance of Casey Marie Jones, daughter of Casey Jones and April O'Neil. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles co-creators Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird revisited an outline written in '87 about the lone survivor of the four turtles set 30 years in the future. This movie has been optioned to be a live-action movie, and there's been a 211% increase in copies sold. High-grade book will cost you about $140. Next up on the list, this is because of Captain America movie coming out. Red Hulk's going to be in it. This is Hulk number 1. You can get a high grade for about $75. Of course, it's the first cover appearance of the Red Hulk, who was actually spoiler alert, was General Thunderbolt Ross. It's also the death of the Abomination, who was initially suspected to have been shot to death by the Hulk, but later revealed to be murdered by Red Hulk. Team appearance of the new Winter Guard roster, Red Guardian, Ursa Major, Crimson Dynamo, and Dark Star. Debatable first, the interior story is about a murder perpetrated by who is believed to be the Hulk, Bruce Banner. Doc Samson, as an investigator, is piecing together what occurred, and the panels depict a recreation of events from his point of view, with a belief that Bruce Banner, the Green Hulk, was the killer. Of course, Harrison Ford has been cast as General Thunderbolt Ross in the new Captain America movie. I guess a sip of something here. Yeah, I guess he was talking about the one before, dead spec on the War Machine. Yeah, totally dead. Dead on arrival. That's just, if you're getting it now, it's just because you're a hardcore Iron Man fan or a hardcore War Machine fan. But if you want this Hulk number 1 in a high grade, you can get it for about $75. Probably $150 on eBay, because you'll get destroyed by the never mind. eBay can just kiss my what at this point. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue 1, prequel to the animated series that premiered on Disney Plus on January 29th, 2025. And there's a 204% increase in copies sold this week because they just released the first 2 episodes. Next up, Green Lantern issue 48 from 1994. This is the first cameo appearance of Kyle Rayner. Final page later becomes the 3rd Green Lantern. It's also the first cameo appearance of Alexandria DeWitt, Rayner's girlfriend, not to be confused with what's her name that played Janet on Three's Company, right? We got 200% increase in copies sold this week. No explanation why. Okay. Now, this is one I really enjoy. This is Captain America issue 6 from 2005. And this is the first full appearance of Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier. And this may be a little bit of speculation because Thunderbolts movie will be coming out soon. It's 186% increase in copies sold. High grade copy goes for about $60. And every time that what's his name's going to be in the Winter Soldier is going to be in a movie, this book goes back on the list. So there you go. This is one of my favorite books. I wish I had this one. Star Wars, I used to have it, I think. Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1, 1995 from Dark Horse Comics. First appearance of Admiral Thrawn. First appearance of Mara Jade, the wife of Luke Skywalker. First appearance of George Cole, blah, 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 clone of Palpatine. Sorry. First appearance of Jalad Palanian, commander under Thrawn. I mean, where does George Lucas, does he just just start speaking gibberish to get these names to come out? I don't know. 183% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week, presumably due to the affordable price point of this issue that once sold at a near mint for almost $200 ungraded and now can be purchased for $50. This one's dropped like a... Next up is a book that I have in my collection and that Will has his collection, and I'm sure that Glenn has it too. Avengers Annual, issue 10 from 1981. First appearance of Rogue. First appearance of Mystique. First and only appearance of a girl named Maddie Pryor, not to be confused with Madeline Pryor.
Why did they mention it?
But on the label, it says Madeline Pryor on my CDC label. So, and there's been 135% increase in copies sold. The reasoning, there doesn't have to be a reason. This book is freaking awesome. All right. Next up, we have Spawn, issue 356. Cover art by Mark Spears. 122% increase in copies sold. If you're wondering why it's on the 2020, just
we don't know.
What I said first. Cover art by Mark Spears. Next up, another book I have in my collection. Amazing Spider-Man. What?
I said the Nut Punch.
The Nut Punch issue, which I have a copy of. Amazing Spider-Man issue 328. Iconic cover art by Todd McFarlane. And this is also the final artwork on the Amazing Spider-Man title by Todd McFarlane. There's been 13% increase in copies sold this week. And again, there doesn't have to be a reason why, because he's the Todd father. See Todd, by Todd. Mark Spears, Monsters, issue 2. Second issue of a series that produced an unexpectedly popular premiere issue. Yeah, unexpectedly. That's an understatement. 109% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week, including variants. And you can get that in a high grade of $12. Good luck doing that, because every time I go on eBay to look for this book, it's $25. Amazing. Maybe it's dropping now. Maybe what Random Reads predicted is starting to come true, although by the looks of that Spawn cover, it's not. I don't know.
I don't see that happening soon.
Amazing Spider-Man, issue 194 is the last one on our list from 1979. And, of course, this is the first appearance of the Black Cat. 106% increase in copies sold this week versus the previous week due to speculation surrounding rumors that a female villain will co-lead the Spider-Man 4 movie. And fingers crossed that it's Sydney Sweeney. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Yeah,
all right. And I totally ignored the chat. Sorry about that. But it don't look like anybody's talked. about anything. So next up, moving right along, we have the Hot 10 Comics of the Week. Collector app, once again. Let me bring this up. I'm really talking my ass off and really going all the way through. I'm just going for it. Let's just go for it. It'll be over with soon. I got a dog. We got a dingo barking in the background. She's like, I don't give a shit about them damn books. All right. Tell them about it. Yeah. Woo. All right. So here we go. I'm having fun, guys. I don't know if you're having fun, but I'm having fun. I guess that's all. Woo! Here we go. We got the trendings. Probably saw the mailman or something, but it's Sunday, the mailman. Well, we just saw this book. We'll see it again. This is the Trending 20. Amazing Spider-Man issue 194. $350 high grade. First appearance of Black Cat. Coming in at number 10. We got, here's the transactions for the week. We had a 9.6 over $725. That's only 1% up from the regular average. A newsstand 9.4 sold for $515. That's a 5% increase. Let's see here. The 7.0 newsstand sold for $199, which is a 7% increase. Although there's a 30% increase on the 7.5 newsstand. Black Cat exists in the Sony universe of villains as referenced by a headline on a newspaper from the Morbius movie, which also mentioned Rhino, who later appeared in the Craven movie. You know what? Who cares? All right. Anyway.
Oh, Dick.
I don't care because both of those movies are trash. Those movies shouldn't exist.
True.
Sony should be ashamed that they even made them. Fantastic Four, issue 2 from 1969. High grade copies, about $9,000 some. This is, of course, the first term appearance of the Skrulls, the shape-shifting alien race. Them rascally bastards. Second team appearance of the Fantastic Four. This is number 9 on our list. There was an 8.5 sold this week for $8,750. That's a 6% increase. You know what? That's about $8,700 more than I'm willing to pay.
No, you're not wrong.
Because I can't afford to pay it. You know, that's the whole point of what I mean. Never mind. Get it? I'm broke. I'm poor. Get it? All right. Glenn, do you have this one? Here's all it does if you have it.
No.
Do you have the first one we showed?
Okay.
Yes.
Of course you do. Darn it.
I know you have. He got it just because Jack was in it.
You know what's so funny is I have this book, but it's actually, if you open it, because it's like a lenticular, it's actually Deadpool kills Cable. So it's not actually that book.
Oh, then you don't have this book. Okay. Moving on. Amazing Spider-Man issue 129 from 1974. First appearance of Punisher. First appearance of Jackal. John Bernthal is confirmed to reprise the role of the Punisher, of course. It's number 8 on the list. 8.5 graded copy sold for $2,160 this week. That's a 3% increase. There's a 7.5 sold for $1,800, which is a 20% increase. 5.0 sold for $1,000. The Punisher introduction hits the list for the third time in 2025, and it probably won't be the last. All right, next up we have Silver Surfer issue 1 from 1968. First solo ongoing Silver Surfer series. It tells the origin of Silver Surfer and the origin of the Watchers. First appearance of Shalabal. It's number 7 on the list, and a 7.5 sold for $1,290 this week. And we even had a 3.0 that sold for $336, which is a 0% increase. 3 copies on this list did outsell the average. Of course, Julia Garner will portray a version of Galactus Herald in the form of Shalabal, the love interest of Norrin Radd in the comics. Next up on our list, we have Uncanny X-Men issue 94. This is the second team appearance of the X-Men that debuted in Giant Size X-Men number 1. Second appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird. Fourth appearance of Wolverine. First appearance of Dragonfly. Some sources refer to this as the second full appearance of Wolverine, and Hulk 182 a second cameo appearance. Whatever. That's bullshit. All right. This is number 6 on the list this week. A 9.8 sold for $40,800, which is an 8% increase in copies sold. So you're not going to find this one in a dollar bin. I'm just going to tell you right now. And unless you are in the dollar bin of a crackhead. That's the only way you're going to get this for $1. All right. I got jokes this week, don't I, guys? Okay.
I like it.
We got a 46% increase in a 9.2 sold for 2,600. I read it backwards like I was reading manga. Sold for $2,678, and that's a 46% increase. Interesting. That's a big disparity though, like from like a 9.8 sold for $40,000, yet a 9.2 sold for $2,678.
Yeah, that's just insane.
That's a big difference. Do you think there should really be that?
Makes a big difference.
Can I ask you a question though? Should a 9.2 to a 9.8 make that big of a difference?
No,
I was never
not
thought
that big.
But they do.
Okay, what does the chat say? All right. Next up, we have Iron Man issue 1 from 1968. First ongoing title series featuring Iron Man. Of course, this is the origin of Iron Man. And this is number 5 on the Hot 10 this week. A 9.4 sold for $4,680 this week. A 5.40 sold for $435 this week. So I don't know if anybody's got that one. Keep it up. Because did you see the enemy on the ridge? On that ridge, I wouldn't call it an appearance, sir. It was more of a cameo, Sergeant.
That is funny. I like that.
Yeah, good to see you, AR. Thanks for stopping by. Continuing on the list, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 252. First appearance of Spider-Man's black costume, which would later become the symbiote Venom, thanks to Todd McFarlane. Sato is being tied with Marvel Team Up issue 141 as the first appearance of the black costume. This issue went on sale January 31st, 1984. Marvel Team Up 141 went on sale February 14th, 1984. So then how is it tied? That's like a 2-week difference. I don't understand that. All right. You know what, though? Sometimes I believe they're just making this crap up. All right. Symbiote costume was designed by a Marvel fan, of course, from Illinois. His name was Randy Schuler, who was paid $220 by Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter, you robbed that boy. I'm just telling you. Number 4 on the list this week, and there was a 9.8 sold for $1,200 this week, which is an 8% increase in copies. Moving right along, we have Daredevil issue number 1 with that atrocious gold costume of his. First appearance and origin of Daredevil, Matt Murdock. First appearance of Foggy Nelson, a lawyer. First appearance of Karen Page, love interest of Matt Murdock. One of several love interests of Matt Murdock because that dude got around. For a blind guy, he got around a lot. I wonder if he had to go get a lot of antibiotics, just asking for a friend. A 5.5 copy sold this week for $4,500, which is a 20% increase in copies sold. And this is because probably the Daredevil series is coming out. What does it say here? To put in context, okay, Daredevil Born Again trailer premiered nearly 2 weeks ago and has amassed 14 million views. To put this in context, the following Disney Plus official trailers on Marvel Entertainment's YouTube channel total views are as follows. Agatha All Along 6.3 million. Echo 7.6 million. Loki season 2 17 million. Secret Invasion 26 million. They're talking about, though, these shows have been out a long time. I'm not going through all that shit. All right. Omega Man issue 3. First appearance of Lobo, an intergalactic bounty hunter. Jason Momoa is not speculated to play it, as it says here. He is playing him. It's a high-grade copy. It's about $100. A 9.8 copy sold this week for $400, which is a 32% increase in copies sold. 20 copies outsold the average, which means FOMO is real. 9.6 copies sold for $109, which is a 42% increase. 11 copies and 9.4 outsold the average. Is this how many copies actually sold this week? Good Lord. 9.4 sold for $186, which is an 84% jump.
Wow.
Damn. 9.2 sold for 146, which was a 76% jump. 8.5 sold for 110, up from 75, which is a 47%.
And yet, damn near every other Lobo comic you can get out the dollar bin still.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, the only other one would be Lobo 1. The first seems to be selling a little more, but
Yeah. And last but definitely not least, Amazing Spider-Man issue 50 of 1967. First appearance of the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. Story includes the iconic interior panel of Peter Parker walking away from his Spider-Man suit that is discarded in a garbage can in an alleyway. Vincent D'Onofrio, of course, is reprising his role as Kingpin. It's number 1 on the Hot 10 list this week. A 7.5 copy sold for $1,994 this week, which is a 15% increase. And the 2 UK editions sold above the previous 12-month average.
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Huh?
I'll be back in a few minutes. I got to.
All right. UK price variant in a 5.0 sold for $732 this week. Up from last week's 10 spot. Sales of Kingpin's first appearance catapult this key issue to the top of the list in week 4 of the Key Collector Comics Hot 10. And there you have it. That is your Hot 10 comics of the week. All right. All right. So, Kevin, okay, this is Jason Momoa is Aquaman. Okay. I guess he is. I don't know. Maybe he'd be a mind from hell, wouldn't he? All right. So, our final segment of the night that we like to end on a bang around here. This was kind of a fun. I would like to wait for Kevin to come back, but all right, he's probably seen some of these, so we're just going to go over it. Of course, it's the out of context panels of the week. That's where I show you a single panel from an old back issue, and it's something that can actually be taken out of context or perhaps didn't age well, like this panel from an old Superman comic right here. First one up is from a Daredevil comic. It says, "Call it even, I owe you thanks. I'm Jan Winter, the editor of Rolling Stone, and you, I presume, are Daredevil. Don't tell me I look like Alice Cooper." You know what I would have said to him? I would have asked if I looked like Alice Cooper. I would have said, "Why did you keep Foreigner and Ozzy Osbourne and Iron Maiden out of and Deep Purple out of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame so long, you bastard?" All right. That's what I would ask Jan Winter if it had been me, but that's just me. All right. Next up, we have this one. It says, "The slave at first rebels bitterly against feminine control." And he says, "This is absurd. Ridiculous. What a fool you're making me." She says, "I'm making a man of you. Learning to submit is the final test of manhood." Yeesh. Next up. Next out of context.
Wait a minute.
Shame. Oh dear, what? Will he ever see me in these horrible clothes?
Matt, aren't
Wait a minute, what?
I swear I heard these are from last week.
Well, they're from this week now. We did it another one. I don't know. I guess I screwed it up, but I don't give a shit.
No worries. No worries.
I think we did it in another show.
Yeah, we did.
It wasn't last week's show. All right. "We shall breed a race of super beings." Holy smoke. How am I going to get out of this? Yeah, we kind of went over these. I know. It might help if we had some idea of why we're being pulled. I know why, Captain. Hey,
they're good to see them again.
Meanwhile, on Earth.
That one's just funny. What?
Looks like
I wonder what comic that's from.
I don't know, but it looks like a douchebag. All right. Anyway, Ginger, you better get this game out. Sit this game out on the bench. If you don't mind, I'd rather stand it out. Okay, I got some more. Okay, oh boy, I don't think this was such a good idea after all. Okay,
Archie, you shouldn't have signed up for Drama Club.
Well, a girl burglar, no less. What are you after, the family jewels? Oh, This one, he says, I'm going to go run now, MJ. I can't wait to get home and polish my button. Well, after looking at her, I guess you all right. All right. Help!
Oh,
Help!
this is
There's a
new.
godless communist undressing in the backyard. I've got it all. You got it all wrong, miss. I'm putting my clothes on. Hi, baby. I've got a job for you. All you have to do is sit still. Yeesh. I may have shown those. I don't know, but this one's funny. This will hurt me more than it hurts you, son. Punish me, Daddy. I deserve it. Wow. That one's kind of rough.
Superman would never say that.
Well, he just did. He just
that
did.
sounds more like a Cliff sort of one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gulp. I hope he realizes I'm not a man. Yeah. All right. And this one's not an out of context panel. It's just funny.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, we got through it.
Yep.
I don't know how. The internet went out 15 minutes before the show started. I had to do a 2.5 hour claim sale before this show started. We barely made it through, but has anybody got anything they want to announce for their channel before we go?
Yeah, I'll just announce real quick that Tuesday night after Paul and the 619 at like 10:30-ish, I will be having a live stream. It says it's called WVox 18 and Friends Valentine's Day edition. Please don't take it out of context. We're not sending each other love notes or anything. I just want to give love to the community and talk
Speak
about
for yourself, sir. Speak for yourself.
What, you don't
But,
want to be my Valentine, Will? Like, come on.
Well, maybe
I thought we were close.
I thought
I thought we were boys, man. What the hell?
But the main thing is I want people to show stuff from like Valentine's Day they've gotten in the past, like a gift from a girlfriend or whatever. But the main thing I'm gonna show, and I encourage my friends on the panel if they want to show, and it's gonna be open panel, is comics that have to do with comic book couples. And the reason I'm not doing it the week of Valentine's Day is no, I don't have a date. It's because I am busy with work all that week.
Okay.
So it'll be on
Sounds like fun.
Tuesday this week. Yeah. Hope to have some of you guys on. So go through your short or long box. And if you want to invite, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram with this name. As long as I know you, you are allowed to be on.
All right.
Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, trivia.
Short and sweet.
Trivia on Randall Reed's channel tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Is
Be
this
there.
trivia
I like
and then
that.
hang
Short and
out or
sweet.
just
It's not-
trivia?
Yep.
Didn't have to
Oh,
plan
yeah, I
off.
forgot trivia and
Yeah,
hangout. Thank you, Will.
Tell us what
I've got
tell us what you got coming up this week.
I've got the stuff coming up this week starting Thursday. We're going to be on the ground at MegaCon. Flat Earth Santa himself is going to be there. Yeah, I've got to be there, man. Come up, say hi, get some jello.
I'm allergic.
Yeah, we're going to be there Friday night. We're going to start the first episode of Bragging Rights. So everyone on the panel is going to show what they got at the con. Just the first one's going to be just about the people that are there. I'm going to show what they got, and the chat's going to tell us who won. You guys get to decide who won. So it's going to be cool. And so keep an eye out. We'll be live streaming quite a bit from MegaCon.
Cool.
Sounds good. And hopefully I'll be sitting around. I think I'll try to sit and watch some of that when it happens live. It'll be fun. I'm not going to be able to go to the con, but maybe we can experience with Glenn and Flat Earth Santa together. And it's funny. You hardly ever see them on camera at the same time, so it's going to be interesting. And of course, I have on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, King of Nerds will be my special guest for Comic Conversations episode 13. And we'll have coming up on Thursday at 7 p.m. as always, 7 p.m. Eastern, the Comic Lounge Community Hangout. Should be fun. And be sure to stay tuned for any upcoming claim sales I may have. I will be having another one that went great today. I'd like to thank everybody that was there in the chat and the ones that bought anything. Even if you didn't buy anything, if you were there, it really helps me out. So, and if anybody that was on my claim sales watching that claimed anything, I will be totaling your stuff up after this show. It's going to be a long night. Gonna have to find some big boxes for one person in particular, but it should be good. We had a good sale. I'll have another one soon, and thanks for watching tonight this show, and I think that's it. Until next time, true believers, Excelsior.